Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I thought we could do today a little quick tutorial, quick real-time painting, and I will try my best. I'm just moving my reference. This is the reference, sneak peek. And I thought we could do a quick one and easy one. I know you like painting landscapes, and I know you like painting with me in real time, so I thought I could do this one, but I will try my best to make it as simple as possible and as quick as possible. So first I will pre-wet my paper. I'm using a Clairefontaine watercolor paper. This is, I think, 18 or 16 by 24, 16, yes, I think it's 16 by 24 centimeters, and well, that is, let me check, 7 and 9.5 inches, and well, it's not very big. I thought today a little smaller one, and well, I hope you will join me and try this one. I promise I will try to make it easier as possible and well, as simple as possible. I will be using a larger round brush, and I have this residue of paint here, so I just found a reference photo that has those paints, so I thought to myself, well, that's perfect. I want to do that. I want to well, I don't want to waste my paint, so I was looking for something to paint with that residue. So this is just a mix of ultramarine and sepia for the sky. And this is here a little bit sepia. I will add just a little bit more because I do want it to be a little bit gloomy, you know, and grayish sky. And all the materials I will be using will be listed in the description box, so you can of course check that out. And this is just, we will paint just this upper part, and here some couple of like that, and also just this will be our water, so we will paint in and leave this middle part lighter like that. And my paper is starting to dry already like this, and we have the one little bit darker that will be on our horizon line. Just add a little bit more of the pigment here, and it can just like that be. And I will take a little bit smaller brush, you know, because well, with smaller brush you take less water and it is a little bit more saturated, so like that. And now I will use again that larger brush, and this is gonna be sepia mixed with some Mars brown that I also have a residue here, and I will need it to be a little bit darker like that, and that's gonna be on the other side of our horizon line, and just like that. This is some trees, I think. In the background they are pretty blurred like that. And again, use smaller brush, a little bit more pigment, and just tap in here and there, just to make it, you know, this doesn't need it it shouldn't be all the same color, you know, just a little bit of variety. And I will add a couple of lines here to make it look as though there are some trees there like that. You see what's going on here? There's just too much water here, so I will just pick it up slightly like that and add again a little bit of that. I will use a towel to, I'm sorry, I just hit my mic, so I'm sorry if it blow your ears. So just a little bit of that here like that. And I will leave this to bleed slightly, just tilt it, and I'm gonna go beneath those that, well, my horizon line or those trees, and just slightly tap it to help it bleed slightly like that, and maybe add here and there just like that to some reflection to the water. And I'm not going to try to make it just perfect reflection, just like that. That would be enough. And my brush is still, I haven't cleaned it from the water, so I will just like that pick it up. I don't want the harsh lines, so that's the reason why I'm doing this. This is now almost dry, the upper part, but we'll have to dry it all too. Since it's drying quickly, we will pre-wet it again and go to our next layer. So this is now dry. I will turn around the paper and I will just redo this part, and this no, I will not pre-wet it. I will just use a smaller brush and pick up a little bit of, again, ultramarine and sepia, mix of those two colors, and I'm gonna go just on that horizon line like this, and then just rinse my brush and just smudge it a little bit. I don't want a harsh line on the upper part, so I'm smudging it slightly like that. Now we'll turn it. Yeah, that's better. And also I will now just add a little bit of water on the lower side also, just to make it a little bit less harsh on this side too. And that is now just here and there some pigment again, and that's perfect now. So I will dry that and we'll go to the next layer. So this is now dry, all of it, and I will wet it again, just from the top to the bottom. You know, I'm really trying to make this a little bit faster because all of my real-time videos just take so long. It's like half an hour, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour. So I'm just trying to do this one a little bit faster. But you know, I know you're not going fast, so maybe that's not the best idea. But you know, I am trying to make it just a little bit faster. Okay, now I will use again that smaller brush. I won't take larger brush because larger brush, well, it takes a lot more water. And we're just gonna add, we have here some plants, you know, up there. This is golden. You can use for this just some maybe burnt sienna, raw sienna, and I will do this also here on my C. Just add, you know, emphasize the reflection. Like this, just wiggling my brush. It's more like painting around reflection this time in this part of the water. Just here and there, tap it like that. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of the paint here and there to make it slightly darker and not all the way in all the reflection, just here and there. Like that. Like that. And this, okay, it's not dry. I'm picking up a little bit of Mars Brown, and I will add it here and there also on my flowers or some plant. And then again a little bit of that green and just smudge it, because it was just a lot of water there. It blended too much with the background, and I do want it to appear as though there are some leaves or, you know, some flowers, whatever. So I am adding a little bit more of the pigment to make that sort of impression here. You know, usually when I paint, I listen to music, but unfortunately, when recording real-time videos, I can't really do that, you know, because of the rights issues, copyrights issues. So there is no music now. But, you know, if you like music, when painting, you just turn on your radio or whatever you like to listen. You have it on your CD or MP3, whatever, computer, wherever you have it, just turn it on and enjoy yourself with your music. I'm sorry. It's early in the morning. Well, not really early, but it is morning. So my voice is still cracking. You know, it's not, I didn't work it out enough. So like that, a little bit. Smudging it. Like that. I'm sorry. See, I still have also my coffee. I'll take a sip of coffee. And I will dry this. Okay, now I'll dry this, and I need to prevent it again because we did not finish our plants in the background, so we have to do that. And I'm just again preventing this to add them. And you know, when we do this, we're also smudging that golden a little bit. That's fine. We do want it in the other parts of our water also, so that is actually a good thing, smudging it a little bit. And I need a little bit more water here. And this is also being smudged. That is also fine. It will just give this beautiful glow. And now I will use just Mars Brown. Like that. This time a little bit more pigment and a little bit less water because there is enough water here. So I'm just gonna add like a couple of, you know, also here on this. And here some like that. Just topping it. I'm not really trying to paint any particular shapes or anything. Just topping in some maybe leaves or whatever that is in our background. And I will add a little bit of sepia to it to add some parts darker, like that. And we will do also the sepia, some here. And then mix in a little bit of Mars brown. And it's fine, you can just press your brush also. And this is again starting to dry. I'm gonna pick up a little bit larger brush again, just to, you know, it started to dry. So if your paper starts to dry, well, my advice to you is not do that. What I'm doing, just dry it completely, pre-wet it again, and then keep doing, especially if you're using a cotton watercolor paper. There you go. Where is it? And now I'm just gonna again add some here and there. And some here. In this lower part, we're gonna do some plant sticking, so this is it. And now I will take just a little bit of that mix of blues, mix of ultramarine and sepia. There's something in my paint here. Mix of ultramarine and sepia, and just add it on those sides. Here and there. And again, a little bit of that, also golden, like this, to make the impression that there is actually some water, and some around our reflection, some Mars brown, and there you go. Just smudged a couple of those. So I'm gonna add it again, like that. And I will just take, again, that smaller brush, just rinse it in water. Add a couple of sprinkles here and there to smudge this paint, to smudge our branches. Just around it. Add just a little bit water. See, now it's already smudging and making, well, I think it looks better. Just clean water, sprinkle it on your branches, on your leaves, or whatever that is in the background. And I'm just adding quite an amount of it, and when I start to dry it, it won't look like that. It will just start to blend more, but you know, we can add a little bit more water later on. Now we can try this. And now now this is getting too blurred, and I will just use a tissue paper and just dab it a little like that to pick up some excess paint, excess water from it. And then again, just take clean brush, clean water, and this is not completely dry, so I will add it, and it will pick up that pigment. There you go. like that. And now I will take again that smaller round brush and I will prepare myself quite amount of first burnt sienna. Oh, not burnt sienna, I'm sorry, this is a Mars brown. Quite amount of it. And this one I will slightly water down. I won't use it that dark like that, and I'm just gonna use a little bit water, then just, you know, this ferrule, I will just take the excess water on the bottom from the ferrule and I will paint in those, just press it, you know, it doesn't have to all be thin, so this is why I'm using this brush actually, because I do want it to make it some parts a little bit thinner and some a little bit thicker, and there will also be only thin lines. And you see I'm not even trying to paint them all from the edge of my paper, like that, like that, and just some fast ones, as I say, like that, thinner, and a little bit more water. We do want some of them to dry a little bit lighter, like that. And now I will take sepia, mix it into that Mars brown. Again, take a little bit more water. Those we want also to be a little bit lighter. And we won't paint a lot of them. Then just from the bottom, add a couple more. And now I will use this brush, script brush, because you know you can, if you have a brush with a pointy tip, round brush, you can use that brush, but you know I like to use script brush, and I will paint some thinner ones. Again, press it in some part of it, press it to make that thicker line. And I will add now quite amount of sepia, because now I want them to be pretty dark, those ones that are in front. So I'm just using quite amount of sepia now, like that, a little bit more. You know, the only problem with the script brush is that it can hold just a little bit water. It can't hold a lot of water, so it doesn't go a long way. It doesn't. It's hard to do tall. You know, this tall grasses or whatever that is. So that is the only problem, I would say. With it, I will make a couple of thinner ones, and again, not even trying to paint them from the edge, like that. And I will take again that smaller round brush, take quite amount of the pigment, quite amount of sepia, and do a couple of, and this time I will start from this side and just slightly start, press it harder and just go downwards. Again, press it harder, go downwards. And I'm just looking how to, this one we can do here. Just looking for the best composition, right? Like that. And again, a little bit more of sepia, and I will do one here. I need a bit more water. This one a little bit thinner here, and maybe some here. Also one going from here like that. Just add them wherever you think they should be, wherever in your composition they fit. Like this. And even more this time, because now we're gonna do the darkest. And I think this will be one from here, you know, going on the other side, and maybe one more like that. And now I will just use again that script brush and add the stems to those I haven't painted the stems to. I just noticed my camera stopped, so I don't know where it stopped. I'm gonna add a couple more, you know, I was just adding some texture downwards. I was using the belly of my brush, and just a couple of more. Those grasses down like that, and maybe some leafy looking. And I have purposely left this side a little bit darker with a little bit more of those weeds, bushes, not bushes, but you know what I mean. And this one I did a little bit lighter with less. And I'm just looking, I just want to add, taking again that round brush, and I just want to add, for some reason it just asks for this one. And I will take a little bit more of the sepia, because I really do want that one to be quite dark. Like that, and just again use a script brush to add the bottom to that one. And I do want it to have a little bit more pointy tip. There you go. And now I will just use again that script brush and add a couple of sprinkles here with sepia. And also going upwards. I don't mind sprinkles in any painting, so you probably know that by now that I do love to sprinkle. There you go. And you know what, I will get some couple of them, make it a little bit lighter, because there are quite enough of them here. And there you go. You're finished. And I'm just looking, it's actually, this one won't be that long, and it's a real time. So I hope you like it. And see, it's quite easy. This one is quite easy. So now when I look at this, even though I've removed my tape, I'm looking at this, and you know, this just somehow looks to me like clouds, and they shouldn't be clouds. So I will just bring back my washi just in this part below, so I don't go over, and I will paint one more. I will paint one more darker. I'm just taking some sepia, and I will paint just one more here, you know, to make it. And I need a little bit more of that sepia, like that. And I will again use a script brush to add the stem. And you know, I will take just a little bit of that Mars brown here, just a light wash, and I will add a couple of like lines, you know, here and there, just to make the impression that those are not really, just here and there, you know, those are not really clouds, but some, you know, flowers or whatever that is. Another background, and just again smudge it a little bit. You can pre-wet that and just, you know, make it bleed a little bit more like that. See, at the tops I'm just adding those little stems peeking through like this on some branches, and just adding here and there like that. You know, I was looking at those and they totally looked like clouds, and I thought to myself, oh my god, people are gonna think when they saw the photo, they are gonna think those are clouds. So I just wanted to add a little bit of those, you know, branches to make it look like those are not clouds. Like that. I think now that looks better. You know, it doesn't look like clouds anymore. Like that. I'm gonna smudge it a little bit. There you go. Yeah, I think now looks better. Just this one here, maybe. So you can do that somewhere, you know, oops, sorry. You can do that somewhere earlier. You don't have to wait till the end if you're watching my video, and then later on I'm gonna do this painting, you know, like that. Some couple of here and there is also that. There you go. And this one, maybe just, you know, where it's going, maybe add some lines here. There you go, there you go, there it is. Now looks better. Can remove that. And now we are definitely finished. Thank you guys a lot for watching and for all your support. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share it, comment, and of course, if you haven't still, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.